I'm tired, I'm drained. And I think that the environment we currently exist in is highly traumatic, even if you aren't engaged in change-making work. So here's an exercise that you can do with nothing. You don't have to have any special tools or skills to do this. And it's a prescription. Take it from me. It's a prescription. I often give it out. 20 minutes of doing nothing. And I mean nothing. And it will be hard, right? So I'm going to give you a couple of tips. So the idea is you spend 20 minutes engaged in nothing. Not walking, not planning, not eating, not drinking, nothing, right? And that is hard, right? Because we exist in a world where the minute we slow down, a lot of our anxieties creep up. So here are a few tips to get through 20 minutes of doing nothing, which can help reset how you feel. And if you make this a practice 3 to 4 times a week, you will notice you have a little bit more resilience than you did before, right? So you spend 20 minutes. If you can, set a timer on your phone or a physical timer and set it a little bit away from you. Keeping the phone a little bit away from you also stops you from habit picking it up, right? A lot of us are very, very connected to our phones. And so even without thinking about it, we turn it over, we pick it up, we grab it. If you can, put it away from you and set the timer and don't engage with your phone for 20 minutes, right? What will often happen in that 20 minutes is your anxieties, your to-do list will come up. Try not to engage. And here's a way to try to avoid engaging. If something comes up that's task-oriented, like I didn't remember to take out the trash, right? There's a series of questions you can ask yourself to help get that out of your mind and back to zoning out. First question, is it something I can do anything about? If the answer is yes, okay, just if the answer is yes, yes. Can I do something about it right now? If the answer is yes, you say to yourself, I will do it when my timer goes off, and you release the thought. If the answer is no, I can't do it right now, you say, when the timer goes off, I will make a plan to complete that task, and you release it, if you can, and it takes practice. If you ask, is this something I can do something about, and the answer is no, which is the harder answer, take a moment, big inhale, big exhale, and say, that is outside of my circle of control. I acknowledge that that feels difficult for me, but I'm going to set this down for now. And you do that as many times as you need to where you get into those 20 minutes and you're not thinking, right? If you daydream, wonderful. If you notice the sound of birds outside, that's great. But the idea isn't to make that a task-filled time. A lot of times, because capitalism wants us to be productive 100% of the time, even when we're giving ourselves breaks, we're trying to eke out a little bit of productivity. If you want to recover from burnout, you cannot do that. Resist the urge. Resist it with your whole heart, right? Do not make it productive time, because structured, unproductive time is healing for your mind, right? It's healing for your spirit. And when that is closer to baseline, you'll be able to engage with more difficult things easier. So that's just my first tip. There's lots of other things, but